hooked on it while the company, well, downplayed the risks. We're going to welcome in now Donna Hughes, President and CEO of the Internet Safety Nonprofit Enough is Enough. Donna, great to see you again. Of course, the big issue here is, did Meta knowingly design its platforms to keep children engaged, even when it knew there could be serious risks to their well-being? And did Meta mislead the public about those risks? I know you've been following this very closely from your perspective. What's the biggest thing that Meta needs to do to change right now and make its platforms safer for children?
Well, to your first point, they did know. I mean, this is their business strategy, right? Because they want to keep kids and all of us adults on their platforms for as long as possible. So they do this by the way they program their algorithms. So they certainly knew this, right? And they don't want the public to know their game plan, that they have designed these algorithms to not only keep your kids hooked, but to draw them in. It's like trolling for fish, right? Just keep them in and then hook them and keep them there, because there are advertising dollars associated with keeping your kids' eyeballs on their platforms. So what can they do differently? Well, first of all, they can just stop the nonsense. They need to admit this, that they know what they've done, and they need to fix it. Now, here's the thing. All these big tech companies are guilty of this. It's not just Meta. I mean, again, this is their business model. So what the courts are fining them for is for deliberately, putting profits over safety. And what Congress is saying is put safety over profits. This is really a win-win for all these big tech companies, because they can still thrive and keep kids safe at the same time. They know how to do it. Other nations are already banning social media, for instance. Australia, and I can just name a whole lot of them, even the state of Florida, right? So these companies know what to do, they know how to do it, and they just need to start doing it, because now the chickens have come home to roost, and there are big numbers associated with these jury verdicts. Hundreds of millions.
Yeah, and I know, Donna, yeah, absolutely. And Donna, I know you've said many times, this is like big tobacco.
Yes. Well, and it's not just a big tobacco moment, it's a big tobacco season. Now, what does big tobacco and these big tech companies have in common? They know that their products are dangerous. When you go back, even before social media, to Steve Jobs and some of these, giants of big tech, they weren't even letting their kids on the technology pre-social media because they knew how dangerous it was. And it's not just because of the algorithms and the addictive design features. It's because where kids play, predators are preying, sextortionists, sex traffickers, pornographers, child pornographers. I mean, there was a report that just came out this summer, Tracy, that showed that 300 million kids this past year were victims of being sexually exploited globally online. 300 million. So these platforms are doors for the criminals to come and hurt kids. So big tech's got a big role to play in protecting kids. They can do it because parents can't do it all themselves, and government can't do it all by themselves. Everybody's got a role to play. And I want to plead with every parent out there, every grandparent, to realize that if your child is on an internet-connected device, they are fair game for these bad guys. And it is so important to protect them. Please sign up for our free resources at internetsafety101.org, because truly you're the first line of defense. While we're trying to play whack-a-mole and get these big tech companies to do the right thing and get laws passed in Congress and hold Roblox accountable. By the way, there's an investigation on Roblox right now. Roblox is not safe either. None of the gaming platforms and the social media platforms, again, they're an open book for your kids to get harmed. So be that first.
Yeah, we got to protect our children. Absolutely. We've got to protect our children. We know you're doing that. Donna, great to see you as always. Thank you for what you do.
Thank you.